This here is Highway 61 Filling Station Show.
Okay, hi, I'm Elmer with the Highway 61 Filling Station Show. And you probably don't remember me exactly because, well, it's been quite a while. I think last time we were having a presidential primary season is when I actually did the Highway 61 Filling Station show, but it wasn't it was kind of a show, but it was a podcast. And I was working at the Highway 61 Filling Station there in Minnesota City. Along, it's not the regular, it's on business Highway 61 instead of the other part of Highway 61 that goes around to the west side there. But if you're coming north out of Winona, kind of look for Minnesota City because it comes up pretty quick. It's only like 6 miles away. So, and if you're, let's say you're going to go over to Rolling Stone or something, well, that would be a place you could go, and then but you could stop off where my place is first, and because I'm planning. Well, here's the deal. What happened was I got laid off. Now, I don't exactly know what laid off means. Only there's this deal where when you're laid off, what you can do is you get money for not working. Now, if you're working, then they don't want you to get the money from being laid off. So they call it unemployment. Now, I think employment means when you're working. You got some kind of job, and get up in the morning and you get yourself dressed and put on your stuff and snap your suspenders, and then you get ready and you go to work. But this is unemployment, so I guess I'm not really sure, but I'm thinking like if you didn't have something to wear, well, you could still be unemployed, and then if you didn't have like money to pay your rent, you didn't have a place to live, you could still be unemployed. And so being unemployed is it's almost like being employed, but you don't have a job, see? But you get money, and I don't how and then I figured maybe it was too good to be true, because usually politician folk, sometimes they hand out some money here and there, and that's good, and then they get the votes, and then they get to have a job again for a while. Well, I'm not running for anything. I'm not a candidate. I don't even know if I'm a Republican or a blue state guy or I was. Right now it's mostly white, but brown. When the snow melts, it gets brown, and so we're kind of a brown state. But I'm not even in the brown state right now. I'm in this other state because my crazy cousin Richard said if you're on unemployment, you could come out here and be unemployed too, and then it wouldn't be such rough weather. Well, I figured that would be good. So what I'm thinking is that, so Eddie called me up, on the long distance line. Now, it used to cost a lot of money to call long distance, but apparently not anymore. Some people have these cell phones, and you can call up like New York City or something and talk for half an hour, and it only costs you half an hour's worth of talking time. And then, or you got some maybe somebody in St. Louis. That's where they got the Arch thing, and in St. Louis you talk to them, but I don't know anybody in St. Louis. So anyway, the deal was Eddie called me up long distance and said that he didn't have the money because we didn't have any business. Apparently you gotta sell gasoline if you're going to have a filling station, or have a lot of those Slim Jim things and sell them to the kids, But so I had some gas. Well, anyway, so we didn't have enough. Well, we got gasoline, but it was too expensive. People didn't want to pay like all that money for it, and so then he said, "Well, you're laid off." So after a while, I figured that out, and then my crazy cousin Richard says, "Come out here and get unemployment out here because you can get it here or there in Minnesota." So I came out to see him, and then, well, anyway, so Eddie called me up, and he said, I have this new idea. And so I'm kind of, last time Eddie had an idea was that ice scraper thing, and that, well, I didn't exactly pan out, and then the one before that was the big one, was making a podcast. And of course, Eddie has the idea, and then, of course, who gets to do the idea is Elmer, And so anyway, so I'm thinking, like, okay, so he says he's got this shovel ready project, and he'd get money for it, and then I could come back and work there at the Highway 61 filling station. And because we had shovel ready, he got money, and he didn't actually need to have any gasoline to sell, but Now that doesn't make any sense at all for me. And I was thinking that the governments are, they get pretty smart, but maybe they didn't. That was a dumb. Maybe it was just a little stupid. But I don't want to criticize because, we got government people and they there to help us and do stuff. And I get those checks, from the unemployment. But I guess it's been a while now. It's been, I guess 3 years, and I guess it's like running out, so no more of that unemployment. So if I go back and get the shovel-ready job, then I'll get that. And anyway, I'm a little older and getting closer to retirement. And there's something called Social Security, and it's possible that I could get it someday. And I would then, I don't know if I'd still have to work at Highway 61 filling station, but I might. So I got to check into that. So anyway, that's the idea. So what I got to do is I got to get either like a bus ticket or maybe I could get a train ticket. And I could go on the train, because you got to go up to, they call it the Coal Star Light, and then get the Great Northern Empire Builder, and going across there and through the Dakotas and into St. Cloud, and then anyway, if I got back to Minneapolis and I could, there's a bus I could get to Rochester, and then I could get over to Winona, another bus, and then I'd be there, or if I go through Red Wing, that would be the other northern route there. You got to go north toward Wisconsin, which I'm not sure which way Wisconsin is from where I'm standing, but go toward Wisconsin, then you go, so that's the way. But anyway, I'm just thinking that I just wanted to let you know. So this guy had this camera and said I could, practice doing the show, and I wouldn't actually have to be in Minnesota City. I don't know how that works, but anyway, so if you see this on the podcast, or he made this stupid, it was the stupidest thing. He said, there's this place called YouTube. I heard that the boob tube, that's the television, you watch it, and you watch long enough, you don't get smart, or you get unsmart, or anti-smart, or you're not supposed to say dumb, but you get kind of dumb, and so anyway, YouTube, apparently you can make your own television show, and so not only do I have to do a podcast for Eddie, and then so I got to make the Highway 61 filling station show, I guess a TV show, but it's not TV, it's YouTube. Okay. Anyway, I just want to thank you for tuning in, and I'm not even sure you can hear me, but if you could, you'd know that this is Elmer, and thanks for stopping by. So, who's going to end this? I just leave? Okay. I almost forgot. See you later, alligator. Or is that good enough? See you later, alligator. See you later, alligator.
Highway 61 filling station show. It's not just Minnesota nice anymore.